Hi everyone, I'm here to demonstrate to you today how is this Christmas tree made. Let's take a look at the materials we need first. Except for this wool, we also need this base. And then these decorations on top. And this quick drying, you need to stuff this stuffed cotton inside, so you need to prepare a pack of stuffed cotton. You also need the suture needle that needs to be used in the process of hooking, the marking buckle and the glue for the final bonding. The thread we used this time is 6 strands of milk cotton. The double strands are hooked together, so the crochet is Sandialing crochet. We are going to do the first turn. The first circle of Liu F is Liu long needles. Let's find the thread first. 4 strands of milk cotton are used, double strands hooked together. Find the thread, wrap the thread around your little finger. Bypass index finger, circle around your thumb. There will be a junction. We squeeze with our middle finger, then take the coil of the thumb. We crochet into this coil. Hook this thread. Wrap the wire and pull it out. Okay, this doesn't count as crochet, just to fix it into a ring. Next, start hooking Liu long needles. We crochet the thread into this big circle. Then crochet the bottom of the line and hook the thread out. Now on the crochet you can see that there are 3 coils. The crochet winding is pulled out of the first 2 coils. Wrap the wire and pull it out. Okay, so the first long needle is done, and when we're done, we mark it. You can take a look. This is like a master symbol. This needle, we glue it. Next, hook long needles or crochet winding into this big circle. Hook the line. Now crochet the 3 coils. We wind the wire out of the first 2 grooves. Wrap the wire and pull it out. The second long needle is also finished. Hook the third. Insert the crochet winding thread to hook the thread out. Winding is pulled out from the first 2, while pull out. Then hook the fourth one. Crochet winding insertion. Hook the line out. The wire is pulled out of the first 2 coils. Wrap the wire and pull it out. Then take the 5th one. Then the 6th. Okay, 6. After ticking, we found this thread at the beginning. Tighten it. And then the first lap is done. We are going to make a pull needle. Buckle this mark off. Insert the button just marked here. Hook this thread out. Pull directly from this coil. Okay, so that completes a pull needle. And then we wait for the second turn. We put this is reversed. Turn it over. Okay, this line is inside. That's the front. Okay, after our lap is over, stand 2 lock pins before hooking a circle. 1, 2. Okay. As long as there is a long needle or a long needle plus a needle in the next circle, we all need 2 locking pins. If the next circle is a short needle, then just stand a lock needle. Okay, then start hooking Liu long needles and adding needles. We crochet and wind. Long needle plus needle. Take a look at this needle. Such a needle. Long needle plus needle. It is a needle hole with 2 long needles hooked inside. Okay, we crochet. Winding inserts the first pin. Hook the line. Winding is pulled out from the first 2, while pull out. Okay, be the first to put a marking buckle on it. It is convenient for us to do the promotion at the end. Then the needle is inserted into this needle mother. Hook another long needle. It's a long needle and add a needle to complete it. Okay, then hook a long needle and add a needle. Okay, a total of 6 long needles and needles need to be hooked. We've done 2, then take down. Okay, so 6 long needles and needles are already hooked. After the hook, we still do the lead. Buckle this mark off. Insert the crochet into the button just marked here. Hook the line. Pull directly from this coil. And that completes the second lap. Because the first needle in the next circle is a short needle, so we just hook a lock pin. Crochet winding pull out. Then hook the short needle. Short needle we insert the first needle. It is our long needle that needs to be wound. Short needles don't need to be wound. Crochet directly into the first stitch. Crochet below the line. Hook this line. Now there are 2 coils on the crochet. We wind and pull out. Okay, that's it. A short needle. We are still going to glue it. Buckle. Okay, here are 2 long needles. 2 locking pins, then the 2 long needles are the inner half of the straight hook. So let's take a look. This needle is like a master symbol. There are 2 wires. Half here, half here. When we hook in a wire, only the half stitch will be hooked. It's the half needle that's closest to us. This half needle. When we insert the needle later, just hook here. Then hook 2 long needles in the same stitch. 2 locking pins, 2 long needles. Okay, we crochet and thread in. Only hook this half. Hook the line. The wire is pulled out of the first 2 coils. Good winding and pulling out. This is a long needle. Then take another one, or put a needle in this needle. Okay, after the long needle is hooked, hook 2 lock needles. While pull out, winding and pulling out 2 lock pins. Or put a needle in this needle. Only hook the half needle. Crochet winding insertion. Hook 2 more long needles. Okay, so that completes a set. And then it starts just like before. Hook a short needle, then repeat just now here. When short needles, we can just wear 2 threads. You don't need to just hook the inner half of the needle. Good crochet insertion, normal insertion, hook the line out. Then the line pulls out, hook a short needle. Then the next stitch needs an inner hook, half a needle. Then hook 2 long needles, 2 locking pins, 2 long needles, crochet winding insert inner half needle. Hook the line out. Pull out the first 2 coils. While pull out, second long needle, then hook 2 lock pins. 2 more long stitches. Okay, then the next stitch should be shortened. Next, hook the inner half of the needle. Then 2 long needles, 2 locking pins, 2 long needles. Okay, we used this pattern all the way to the end. Just tick it here. Okay, our last group. After checking, follow this mark and buckle here for promotion. Buckle this mark off. The crochet is inserted into the steel glue hook here. Then hook this thread out. Pull directly from this coil. Okay, then wind to pull out the first lock pin. Okay, so we're done hooking the first layer. Just cut this thread directly for it. We take out the thread. Wrap the thread around your little finger. Bypass index finger, circle around your thumb. There will be a junction. We squeeze with our middle finger, then take the coil of the thumb. We crochet into this coil. Hook this thread out. Then wind the wire and pull it out. Okay, so that's a standing needle. This doesn't count as the number of stitches, just to hold this coil in place. So we started hooking 6 long needles. We crochet the thread into this large coil. Then crochet at the bottom of the line. Hook this thread out. Now crochet the 3 coils. The wire is wound and pulled out of the first 2 coils. Wrap the wire and pull it out. Okay, so a long needle is finished. We glue it. Then hook one or of these long needles. Insert the crochet winding into this large circle. Hook the line out. The crochet winding is pulled out of the first 2 coils. Wrap the wire and pull it out. Okay, second long needle, completed the third. Then the fourth. Fifth. Sixth. Okay, after the 6 long needles are hooked, we found this thread. Tighten it with this thread. After tightening, we do the promotion. End of each lap, we all need to make an offer. Buckle this mark off. Insert it here where the buckle is just connected. Then take this thread out. Just pass the first one through the second one. Pull it out of here. Okay, so we're done with the first lap. This is usually the other way around. We turn it around. This line is inside. And then this is the front. Okay, let's go to the second hook. In the next circle, as long as it is a long needle and a needle, or a long needle, both need to stand up 2 upright pins. It's just 2 lock pins. Crochet winding pull out 1, winding pull out 2. Okay, after the 2 lock pins are erected, we started hooking long needles and adding needles. Long needle plus needle is such a needle. 2 long needles are hooked inside 1 stitch. Crochet winding insertion. Hook a long needle first. We have the first stitch in each lap. You have to put a mark back on it. It is convenient to do the last promotion. Then put the needle in this needle. Hook another long needle. Okay, that's it. A long needle plus a needle. We need to hook a total of 6 long needles plus needles. 5 left. We crochet and wind to insert the next stitch. Hook the second long needle plus needle. Okay, after we complete the 6 long needles and needles, or do you want to lead with this first needle? Let's take this mark off. Insert the crochet into the just marked buckle here. Hook the line. Then pull it directly from this coil. Okay, so that's done with the pull needle. The next circle is still a long needle, so we are going to stand 2 lock pins 1, 2. Then hook a long needle first. Crochet winding inserts first stitch. Hook a long needle, and we were the first ones to put intersecting on it. Then on the next pin hook length, needle plus needle crochet winding insertion long needle plus needle. 2 long needles are hooked inside one stitch. Okay, so the long needle and needle are also completed. So here's just one. Such a long needle plus a needle is a group. Keep repeating. Repeat for those sets. Okay, we'll repeat for set 2. Hook a long needle first. Then the next stitch, long needle plus needle. Okay, so the second set is complete. We keep repeating those sets. So far, okay, so we are a group of Liu. After all the ticks are done, or do you want to lead with this first needle? Insert here. Hook a pull needle. Good, because the next circle is also a long needle. So we are going to set up 2 locking pins. 1, 2. Then hook a long needle first. We crochet or wire and insert the first needle. Okay, hook a long needle. Okay, the first stitch, we are going to mark it. Next is a long needle plus needle. Crochet is good. Hook a long needle and add a needle. Okay, here's a long needle. Okay, this is a group. We have to take Liu sets in total. Okay, it's a long needle down there. 1 long needle plus 1 long needle. Repeat this for a total of Liu sets. Okay, let's start hooking the second set. Okay, so the second group is also completed. We have to take Liu sets in total. Tick here location. Okay, so we are a group of Liu. After hooking, do a promotion. Insert the steel glue hook here to make a pull needle. Because the next needle is still a long needle, we hook 2 left needles and threads. 1, 2. Then hook 3 long needles. We crochet and wind to insert the first stitch. Hook a long needle first. We still have to mark it. Okay, hook 2 more long needles. Crochet winding inserts next stitch. Then hook a long needle. Okay, after the 3 long needles are hooked, we will hook the long needle and add the needle in the next needle entry. Okay, so as a group, we have to take Liu sets in total. Okay, let's hook the second set of the first long needle. Second long needle. Okay, third long needle. Then hook the long needle and add the needle. Okay, so the second group is also ticked. We still have to tick Liu sets. Hook here. Okay, so we are a group of Liu. After checking, you still need to make a promotion. Okay, after the promotion, let's take a look at the next lap. Okay, let's start with 2 upright needles. While pull out. Then hook 2 long needles first. Crochet into the first stitch. Okay, you are going to mark that on the first stalk. Then in the next entry into the needle, hook long needle. Then the next needle is to hook the long needle and add the needle. Then hook 2 long needles. Okay, this is a group. We have to take Liu sets in total. Just hook 2 long needles first. Then hook a long needle and add a needle. Two more long stitches. Okay, so the second group is also completed. We hooked a total of 6 loops. Hook here. Okay, so we are a group of 6. After checking, you still need to make a promotion. We'd better set up 2 lock pins first, 1 or 2. Then hook 5 long needles. We crochet into the first stitch. Glue him up. Okay, hook semi or long needles. Okay, after 5 long needles are hooked, hook a long needle and add needles. Okay, this is a group. We have to take low sets in total. It is 5 long needles, 1 long needle and 1 needle as a group. Okay, so the second group is also ticked. We have to take low sets in total. Okay, our group of low. After hooking, do a promotion. We'd better set up 2 lock pins first, 1 or 2. Then hook 3 long needles. Glue it on the first letter. Then hook 2 long needles. Hook another long needle and add a needle. Then 3 long needles. Okay, this is a group. Enough for low sets in total. 3 long needles. A long needle plus a needle. Three more long needles. Okay, so the second group is also completed. We have to take low sets in total. Hook here. Okay, we still hide it after low sets of hooks. Hook a pull needle. Because the first needle in the next circle is a short needle, so all we need is a lock pin. Then take a short needle in the first stitch. We crochet directly into it. Hook the line. While pull out. So that's a short needle. Or put a mark buckle on it. Then only take the inner half frame. Take a look at this frame. Such matter symbols. Same frame entry. The inner half frame is the one that's close to us. That's the half frame. Our next needle is here. Only hook the inner half needle. That's how it goes in. Then hook 2 long needles. 2 locking pins. Both long needles are hooked in this one stitch. Crochet winding insertion. Okay, the first long needle. Take the second one. Then 2 locking pins. 2 more long stitches. Okay, a short needle. Then add this part to make a group. We keep repeating. Repeat to the end. Then the next one is also a short needle. When taking the second set of short needles, we can enter the needle normally. You don't need to just hook the inner half of the needle. Pick both threads. Okay, next needle hook short needle. Okay, after the short needle, the next needle is the half needle inside the hook. Crochet winding insert inner half needle. Hook 2 long needles. Then 2 locking pins. 2 more long stitches. Okay, so that's group 2. Okay, after we tick it in this circle, finally do the promotion. Insert the button just marked here. Make a pull needle. Okay, put another lock pin up when you're done. Just disconnect him directly. Okay, so the 7th floor is hooked. We use the same method. Just look at that graphic hook. Hook the remaining layers. Okay, so we've finished ticking the cheese floor. Next we put this thread on each layer. Hide it with a stitch. We follow the lines here. Just hide this thread in it. Okay, cut off the excess. Okay, the same method is used for this thread inside. Hide it. Okay, after we're done with these threads, put them aside for now. Let's take out the thread in this color. All double-stranded hook together. Find the thread. Wrap the thread around your little finger. Bypass index finger. Circle around your thumb. There will be a junction. We squeeze with our middle finger. Then take the coil of the thumb. We crochet into the coil. Hook this thread out. Wrap the wire and pull it out. Okay, so that's a standing needle. Next we are going to start hooking those short needles. We crochet into this big coil. Hook this thread at the bottom of the crochet line. Now crochet the 2 coils. We wind and pull out. Okay, so that completes a short needle. We glue it. Okay, let's tick Umi or. Okay, second short needle. Third short needle. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. Okay, 6 short needles. After ticking, we found this thread. Tighten it. Then follow this mark to pull this needle. We have to make a lead at the end of each lap. Pull directly from this coil. Let's set up a lock pin before we start the second lap. It's the next lap. If it is a short needle or short needle plus a needle, it's all a lock pin. If the next circle is a long needle or a long needle plus a needle, both stand to lock pins. Okay, now it's time to hook the second lap. Short needle plus needle. 6. Okay, we insert the first needle. Hook this thread at the bottom of the crochet line. While pull out. Okay, still on this first stitch, put a marker on it. It is convenient for us to do the promotion at the end. A short needle plus a needle is a hook inside a needle. 2 short needles, so there is another tick inside this stitch. Okay, that's it. Short needle plus needle. Then hook the second short needle and add the needle. Okay, so the 6th short needle plus needle has been hooked. We still deduct from this mark. Make a lead here. Pull directly from this coil. Let's set up a lock pin first. Then hook a short needle first. Then add a short needle to the needle. Repeat for those sets. Okay, we go around every lap. Put a mark buckle on the first pin. Okay, next stitch. Hook short needle and add needle. Okay, so that completes a set. Then take the second group. A short needle. Short needle plus needle. Okay, so 6颗 ropes. After ticking, we still deduct from GL. So here's the first pull. Pull directly from this coil. Okay, let's set up a lock pin first. Next, the first stitch, hook the short stitch. We need to remember to put a mark buckle on it. Next, hook a short needle and add a needle. Hook another short needle. Okay, this is a group. And we're done with the first set. Then there are 5 more groups. First a short needle, then a short needle plus a needle. Then another short needle. Okay, so that completes the second set. Okay, so we are a group of 6. After hooking, I still do the lead with the first stitch. Let's set up a lock pin first. Then only hook the outer half of the needle. Is that so? Let's take a look. This needle is like a master symbol. There are 2 wires. This half root and this half root. When we hook in a wire, we only hook the outer half of the needle. It's the farther half from us. Hook here. Insert the needle from here. Our circle only hooks the outer half of the needle. Hook short needle. Insert the crochet into the first stitch first. Good, hook short needle. We still have to mark it. Then hook the second short needle. Only hook the outer half needle. The second, the third. After we hook the 24 short needles, we will return it. It's to promote. Okay, when we start each lap, it's all lock pin. Next, start hooking short needles. Take a look at this short needle and there is another way. This is the hook method of the cross short needle. The short cross needle hooks out neatly, square by square. Then like our usual short needle. Hook it out and that's it. So the next part of the trunk is for neatness. And I'm going to show you how that works. Okay, we crochet or insert the first stitch. Because normally when we hook short needles, it's crochet at the bottom of the line. It hooks the line out like this. Then wind the wire and pull it out. So that is a normal short needle, the hook method of our cross short needle. It's a little bit worse than this. The hook method of the cross stitch is to insert a crochet into this stitch, crochet above the line. Hook the line out like this. Winding and pulling out. That's it. A short cross needle hooks out. It will be neater and look better, and we were the first to glue it on the pin. Okay, then the next stitch, short stitch, crochet above the line. Hook the line like this. Then wind the wire and pull it out. Okay, this is the hook method of the cross short needle. We just tick down unabated. A total of 16 laps to be hooked. Okay, number 3. Four. Okay, so this circle, the 24 short stitches have been hooked. At the end of each lap, remember to do the promotion. And then a lock pin. Then start to hook the 24 short needles in the next circle. We keep ticking down like this, a total of 16 laps to be hooked. Okay, so we've finished 16 laps. Can you all count? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. Is it 16 laps? Then we do the lead with the first needle. Because the next lap, we are long needles, so set this up. When standing up the needle, stand 2 needles, 1 or 2. Hook a long needle first. The long needle is our crochet. Winding inserts the first pin. Hook the line. Now crochet the 3 coils. We wind and tick the first 2. Then wrap and tick. Okay, that's it. A long needle. We are going to glue it. Next, hook a long needle and reduce the needle. We crochet and wind to insert the next stitch. Hook the line. 3 coils on crochet. We wind the wire and hook out the first 2. Crochet and thread into the next stitch. Hook the line out. Now crochet the 4 coils. The wire is wound and pulled out of the first 2 coils. Okay, now there are 3 coils left on the crochet. We wind the wire and pull it out at once. Okay, so this is a long needle and a reduced needle. Then hook a long needle. We crochet and wind to insert the next stitch. Hook a long needle. Okay, so as a group, we are going to hook 6 sets in total. We start hooking the second set. Crochet winding, insert next needle, hook long needle. Then it's time to hook the long needle and reduce the needle. We crochet and wind to insert the next stitch. Hook the line out. The wire is pulled out of the first 2 coils. Okay, then wire and insert the next needle. Hook the line. The wire is pulled out of the first 2 coils. And finally, these 3 coils, we wind the wire and pull it out at once. So this is a long needle minus needle. Next, hook a long needle. Okay, so the second group is also ticked. Okay, so we're done with the 6th group, or pull with the first needle of the mark buckle. We still stand to upright needles 1 or 2. Hook a long needle first. Remember to glue it. Next, hook a long needle and reduce the needle. We crochet and wind. Okay, such a long needle reduction needle is also completed. Just like this as a group. 6 sets of hooks in total. We start to hook the second set of long needles. Long needle, reduced needle. Okay, after we have all 6 loops ticked, it's time to start stuffing cotton into this trunk. We are going to put all this cotton in it. Okay, after stuffing this stuffed cotton, we started to do this promotion. Buckle this mark off. Insert the crochet into the button just marked here. Hook the line out. Good promotion. 1, 2. Then hook the long needle and reduce the needle. We crochet and thread insert. Winding and pulling out at one time. Or glue it on the first pin. Okay, so this completes a long needle reduction needle. 5 米2. Okay, second one. Okay, these 6 long needles and reduced needles are all hooked. Lead with the first stitch. Then wind the wire and pull it out. Hook a lock pin. Okay, this trunk part is ticked. Then just disconnect the line here. We still have to deal with this thread. Use this suture needle. Just wear it out of one place. Then just cut off the extra thread. Okay, so a vertical is done. We take the yellow line, the star. Just use a single stock tick, 4 strands of milk cotton, such a line hook. Then replace the crochet with 2.0 crochet. We find the thread, wrap the thread around your little finger, bypass index finger, circle around your thumb. The junction point is pinched with the middle finger. Then take the coil of the thumb. We insert this crochet into the coil, hook this thread. Then wind the wire and pull it out. Okay, that sets up a standing needle. Then start hooking medium and long needles. The medium and long needle is crochet winding into this large circle. Hook the line out. Now crochet the 3 coils. we wind the wire and pull it out at once. So that's a long and medium needle. And we were the first to put a mark on it, buckle. Okay, then take 9 米 or insert the crochet winding into the large circle to hook the thread out. And the wires come out of all 3 coils at once. Okay, number 3. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. Seventh. Eighth. Ninth. Good 10th. Okay, after we take all 10, find this thread and tighten it. Then it is still buckled with the glue of the first frame. Do promotion here. Let's set up a lock pin first, crochet winding pull out. Then take a short needle on the first stitch. Okay, be sure to remember to mark it. Next in the same frame. Just take in this frame. Let's hook a medium and long needle first. Insert the crochet winding into this needle and hook the thread out. Now crochet the 3 coils. We wind the wire and pull it all out at once, okay? So that's a medium and long needle. Next, hook a long needle. We crochet and wind, or insert this needle and hook the thread out. 3 coils on crochet. The wire is wound and pulled out of the first 2 coils. Wrap the wire and pull it out. So that's a long needle. Then hook a lock pin. Crochet winding pulls out a locking needle. And then the long needle. The long needle is wound twice when we wind the thread. Or insert this needle and hook the thread out. Now crochet the 4 coils. The wire is wound and pulled out of the first 2 coils. There are now 3 coils left on the crochet. We wind it around and pull it out from the first 2. There are 2 left. We will wrap the wire and pull it out. So that's a long needle. Next we hook a lock pin. Then a long needle. Crochet winding insertion is still this needle mother. 3 coils on crochet. We wind the wire and pull out the first 2. Okay, then wind it and pull it out. So that's a long needle. Then hook a medium and long needle. All 3 coils are directly pulled out. Okay, so completed a set. Then start hooking the second group. The second set is also a short needle. We take short stitches on the next stitch. Then in the next stitch, take the pile just now. Okay, we crochet and wind. First a medium and long needle is inserted into the next mesh. Pull it all out. A medium and long needle, then hook a long needle. Okay, another lock pin. You get a long needle that goes around twice. Okay, pull out the first 2, wrap and pull out the first 2, then wrap it around and pull it out. Okay, another lock pin. Hook another long needle. Hook another medium and long needle. Okay, so the second group is also ticked. Then take the third group, or short needle first. Then hook a medium and long needle in the next stitch. A long needle. A lock pin, a long needle. Another lock pin. One more long needle. And a medium and long needle. Well, it's always been like this. Sets in total. I have completed 10 sets now. The fourth group. Medium and long needle. Long needle, long needle, long needle. Locking pin. Long needle. Medium and long needle. Okay, the fourth group is also finished. Okay, hook the fifth group. First a short needle. Hook another medium and long needle. Next needle mother. Then the long needle. Another lock pin. Another long needle. Another lock pin. One more long needle. Then medium and long needle. Okay, that completes 5 sets. We deducted it from the mark just now. Make an offer. Okay, after the pull, we set up a lock pin. Then just disconnect the line directly. And we are going to tighten up this wire here. There is no such circle in the middle. We need to take 2 pieces of this star. Just use the same method to take 2 pieces, and then we sew them together. That's it. When we are next, this thread is longer for him, because it's for suturing. In this way, we have already ticked both stars. Now sew them together. Let's put this short one together first. Treat this thread for it. Hide this thread from it. Cut off the excess. Then put the 2 bags together. So we can sew it up with this long thread stitch. We can take a look at this needle. That is, we only hook half of it here. Half here, then it corresponds like this. Just sew it up, needle by needle. These 2 wires here, just stuff it in for him in a while. Leave him alone. Then only half a hook is hooked here, then half a hook here. So needle by needle corresponds to. So the 5-pointed star is already sewn. We can also glue it together, either way. And then we sew it and we tie a knot. And then we can glue it on top of this. You can also say that you can sew it directly with this thread. We found this first one. Here. Just sew it on like this. Okay, so I can sew it tighter. It is a three-dimensional one that will not fall off. And then tie a knot inside here. Then cut off the extra thread for it. You can hide this thread a little bit. Then cut off the extra thread. Okay, so the stars are sewn on it. And then there's this bow. A bow is a hook and lock needle all the time. Hook to the right length, then just tie a bow. And we just kept giving him the hook and lock. Because I'm not very good at this bow, so I'm not going to show you how to do it. Next we start to assemble. If there is a glue gun for assembly, use this glue gun. If not, assemble it with glue. It's actually quite simple. Just lay this out layer by layer. And then you can glue it here. Then put the next layer on it. Then this layer is coated with glue. And you're going to do the same for this tree trunk. You can give him another coat on this trunk. Then press him hard. And then we set up the base. There is a needle on the base. We find a suitable position to plug it in. And I'm going to put a loop of glue on the bottom of this. Press it hard, make it stick. If this edge doesn't stick tight, we'll give it another loop of glue. Such a subject is basically completed. Let's put these accessories or something, glue it in place. You did that yourself. How do you want to stick? And this little ball. Okay, so we're done with our Christmas tree.